Hi, everyone. My name is Blake Cadwell. I'm the co-founder at Soundly.com. I also write a blog at HearSoundly.com. And in this video, we're going to be talking about a new product from Oticon called Oticon Real. This will be their new flagship product. Previously, their flagship was called Oticon More, and starting this week, they will move forward with Oticon Real as their primary product for all behind-the-ear style hearing aids. So this update applies to receiver in canal and BTE style hearing aids. Oticon will continue to promote its Oticon Own line, which is really focused on its in-ear custom devices. So what's different about Oticon Real from Oticon More? Let's actually answer that by starting with what's not different. The form factor has not changed. The hearing aid is still available in a number of colors. They have added one color, which is olive green. You'll still be able to connect in the same way using Bluetooth. Apple devices will allow you to use hands-free calling. Android devices will require that you do hold your phone closer to your face while you're talking to give clear audio to the other person on the other end of the line. Other things that stay the same are the underlying technology behind the Oticon More and now Oticon Real hearing aids, which involves a deep neural network. Oticon essentially gathered 12 million sounds from real life scenarios and used that to train their hearing aids on how to prioritize sounds in your everyday life. That technology remains in the Oticon Real. So what's different really comes down to a couple of major updates. So the first one is called Sudden Sound Stabilizer. And Sudden Sound Stabilizer is all about loud noises that occur in your environment that you're not prepared for. So imagine a glass being set down on a hard surface, or maybe a doorbell ringing, or an espresso machine beginning to create an espresso drink. That loud noise that can be very distracting as a hearing aid wearer. And as a hearing aid wearer myself, I know that these moments when loud noises enter into your soundscape can distract you from the conversation that you're actively in. This can happen at a restaurant, or it can happen at home. You can have a dog bark next to you and it suddenly becomes very distracting. So Sudden Sound Stabilizer is all about reducing those loud sounds. And from what I can understand, I haven't reviewed the product myself yet, but from what I can understand, Oticon has essentially trained their hearing aid on a number of common sudden sounds, and they're using technology to bring those sounds down quickly without bringing down the volume or the gain of the entire conversation. So you can maintain comfort even when you're hearing sharp sounds. And as a hearing aid wearer, I can say this is a really appealing idea. It's a simple update on its face, but from a day-to-day perspective, those loud noises can be really distracting and even painful in some cases if your hearing aids don't do the work to bring those loud noises down. So that's the first and probably the most important update with the Oticon Real release. The second deals with wind and handling noise. So this update essentially reduces wind noise, which is excellent for anyone who likes to be outside. It also reduces handling noise, which essentially means when you touch that space behind your ear, or your hat does, or your hair does, or your glasses do, you'll hear less feedback, or you'll hear less of that kind of crunchy sound, which unfortunately I know all too well, and many hearing aid wearers have experienced often. So those are the two big updates with the Oticon Real platform. There were probably other minor things that are new with this product. Not the biggest update you could possibly imagine, but I think these are some really important improvements. And for anyone who really loves Oticon and is maybe up for a new model, this can be really good news as you're getting some smarter and more refined technology in this next release with Oticon Real. So hopefully this is helpful. As soon as I have the product in hand, I'll do a full review and we'll share those results with you.